So a few days ago, Alex Pereira tweeted out, "I always answered the UFC's calls, but if they want to play with me, we can do that. I've never spoken poorly of the UFC, but with what I've just heard, I'm disheartened. I've already had thoughts of not fighting anymore, and after what was just relayed to me, this may be the start." He quickly went on to delete his tweet a bit over an hour later, which I don't believe he even actually made that tweet. I think his manager made the tweet. He made an apology video saying that he doesn't even post a lot on Twitter, so he didn't know what had happened and that he was hacked. But if I was Pereira's manager, I'd tell him to make this video so the UFC doesn't get actually mad at him. His manager for sure sent this tweet in order to help negotiate for his next fight to be a rematch against Ankalaev for the title. I also don't think there was really any hacker at all. For his account to get supposedly hacked and then just to tweet that he's having contract issues with the UFC about his next fight, it just doesn't make any sense. If he was truly hacked, knowing how Twitter hackers are, he probably would have just created a crypto Chama coin and went and rug pulled all of Alex's fans as fast as possible in order to get the bag and cash out quick before Alex got his account back. Why would any hacker go and tweet out that they're having issues with matchmakers like Hunter, Mick, and Dana? It just doesn't make sense. If you're going to hack someone, you're probably doing it to make some money or mess with them, and this didn't do either of those, so no, I don't think he was hacked at all. I think DC was onto something when he said Pereira's a liar. Pereira did not get hacked. It was too specific. While Hunter was in Dagestan meeting with Islam, discussing his next fight being against Ilia Topuria at UFC 317 for International Fight Week if Bilal wins this weekend, Hunter wanted to have another option so Islam and Topuria didn't have all the leverage over the UFC. They have to have multiple options. Otherwise, the UFC would be at the will of their most popular fighters like Islam, Topuria, and Pereira, and they would have to pay them boatloads even more. They have to have backup plans and multiple options for a fight that hasn't been made official this close to UFC 317 on June 28th. So DC's theory is that Hunter asking Ankalaev if he would be willing to fight, and Ankalaev said yes, and then Hunter asked Pereira if he would want to fight, and Pereira might have said, it's pretty short notice. So Hunter replied and said, okay then, we'll give somebody else the title shot like Carlos Ulberg. So then Pereira's manager gets pissed off and posts tweets talking shit on the UFC. If Pereira was actually hacked, they would have done something a lot crazier than complain about Dana and Hunter's matchmaking contracts behind the scenes. I think Pereira's manager was pissed off and wanted to use Pereira's popularity and fans and try and drum up some drama to get UFC fans upset at them for quote-unquote not letting Alex Pereira fight. Pereira won't be quick to retire. I know he's making millions of dollars to fight each time, and he's at the height of his popularity and success right now. I just think his manager wanted him to guarantee have his next fight against Ankalaev for the title so he could get back to getting a share of the pay-per-view percentage. Do you think Alex Pereira actually got hacked? Comment down below. I'll reply to you. Also, subscribe if you'd like. I'm trying to hit 10 subscribers, and that'd be pretty cool, so see you later.